Mindfulness is a form of awareness. The, the awareness that we practice with mindfulness is not trying to generate a certain experience. For mindfulness purposes, it really doesn't matter whether, well, whatever we're experiencing, really. The intention is simply to bring awareness to however it is right now. So this links with the non-judgmental part of this phrase that I used, friendly and non-judgmental awareness. We bring awareness to how it is right now without judgment, as best we can, allowing things to be the way they are for now. It's very likely that there will be judgments in the mind. It's going well, it's not going so well. But the attitude of mindfulness encourages us just to step back from those, not to try and get rid of them completely, but not to give them importance. To place our awareness as much as we can simply with what is happening, rather than our judgments of what is happening. And then finally, there's this friendly aspect of friendly and non-judgmental awareness. If we leave it at non-judgmental awareness, we might think that we're trying to stare down our experience or hold our nerve, like a warrior, gritting your teeth and bearing with whatever is. But in fact, the intention here is a kind and friendly one. To notice how things are, to allow them to be that way, and to do so with an aspect of kindness, curiosity, friendliness. So in the mindfulness practice that we'll be doing this morning, we'll be trying to bring this friendly and non-judgmental awareness to the sensations of the body. This is a practice called a body scan. Some people like to do this practice lying down, others sitting. So just taking a moment to make that choice for yourself, whether you'd prefer to sit or to lie down. If you're lying down, perhaps taking a blanket to make sure that you're warm. If you're sitting, finding a chair that you can sit comfortably in, allowing the feet to be flat on the floor, the spine to be straight, shoulders relaxed, perhaps bending the head slightly down to allow the top of the neck to extend. If you choose to lie down for this practice, you might lie with your legs outstretched, or instead with your knees bent and your feet flat on the floor. Choosing a pillow or something to support your head so that your neck can be without tension. And allowing your arms to rest by your sides, perhaps with the palms facing upwards. Throughout this body scan practice that we're about to begin, a big encouragement to follow your own wisdom above mine, which means if I'm suggesting something that doesn't feel right for you, if we're focusing on an area of the body where the sensation feels unbearable, please don't feel you have to follow this. Do whatever feels right for you in each moment. So settling into whichever posture you've chosen, whether it's sitting or lying on the floor. If you're sitting on a chair with a back, I'd encourage coming slightly away from the back of the chair so that your spine can be straight and rest on itself. I'm going to make a small sound with this bell here, and that will indicate the start of the practice in a formal sense. Okay, so if it feels comfortable for you, allowing the eyes to close, bringing awareness into the body. How is the body feeling at this moment? Not so much thinking about this question or answering it with words, but just feeling the sensations of the body as you lie or sit here. Perhaps noticing points of contact between your body and the chair or the floor. If you're lying down, this may be in the heels, the calves, the buttocks, the back, the head. If you're sitting, it may be the buttocks on the chair, the feet against the floor. See if you can notice the difference between thinking about the sensations of the body, trying to hold your mind over them, and instead simply opening your awareness to receive the sensations however they are. See if you can experiment with this second type of awareness, just opening to feel the body however it is right now. And now bringing a particular awareness to the sensations of breathing. It really doesn't matter how your breath is, long or short, deep or shallow. Just noticing where you feel the sensations of the breath. You might simply wait for it, noticing that without any effort on your part, the body breathes. So perhaps you notice this in the nose, the throat, the chest, or the belly. And you notice these sensations, see if it's possible to follow them. Where does the sensation go? How is the breath right now? Throughout this practice, it will always be possible to come back to the sensation of breath. The breath is like an anchor in this way. Whatever is happening around us, we can choose to bring our awareness to the breath. When you next breathe out, see if you can bring the attention down the body, down through the trunk, into the toes of the left foot. And in particular, into the big toe. We're just opening to the sensation in the big toe. It may take some time to connect with this sensation. Without looking for anything in particular, seeing what is there. It may be a temperature, warmth or coolness. It may be the sensation of your sock. Perhaps a throbbing or pulsing or tingling. Simply noticing whatever is there. That may be no sensation at all. It really doesn't matter. The practice is simply to notice what we notice. And now moving the attention to the little toe of the left foot. Again, what is here? The toes in between. Is it possible simply to open to these sensations, letting go of any search, any desire to find a certain something? And now allowing the attention to move across the top of the left foot, the fine bones and muscles, perhaps noticing a tingling at the skin. Allowing the sensation to move now to the sole of the left foot, the ball, the arch, the heel. If you're sitting, there may be sensations of contact here. If you're lying down, there may be sensations of the atmosphere. You might notice that your mind has wandered. This is perfectly normal. It's the nature of minds to wander. If you find that your mind has wandered away from the left foot, when you notice this, simply bringing the attention back. A distracted mind and bringing it back are not signs that something is going wrong. They are, in fact, part of the essence of the mindfulness practice. So noticing a distracted mind is what we're practicing here. It's not a sign that it's not going well. As you next breathe out, bringing attention into the left ankle, the bones on either side, the tendon at the back, the muscles at the front. And now allowing the awareness to move up the lower leg, the heaviness of the calf muscle. Is there any sensation deep inside? The length of the shin bone, perhaps some contact with clothing or with the air. Again, simply noticing whatever is there, allowing it to be how it is. There may be thoughts, there may be feelings, but as best you can, giving importance simply to the sensations that you experience. How is it to open to these? To let them manifest in your awareness, and to let that be enough. Noticing now the knee, the bones and tendons of this complicated joint on the left leg, the soft back of the knee, the bony front. And allowing the awareness now to move up the left thigh, the muscle wrapped around the thick bone of the thigh. Tuning in as best you can to whatever you find here. Seeing if you can bring a curiosity and a kindness to the sensations of the left leg. Now holding the whole of the left leg in your awareness. Much like the lens of a torch, which you can twist from a narrow to a wide beam. Opening now to hold the whole of the left leg in your awareness. Noticing any and all of the sensations that are here, and letting them be exactly as they are. Expanding this awareness now to include the right leg too. And for a few moments experimenting with narrowing and widening the lens of your awareness. So maybe zooming in on particular parts of the right leg, And then returning to a wide beam to hold the whole of the lower half of your body, left and right leg, in a gentle, curious, accepting awareness. However it is okay. The task is simply to observe it. The top of a tree is blown about by the wind, but the bottom half remains stable. The lower half of the body can have this quality of stability to it too. You may notice the mind wandering again into thinking, planning, judging, evaluating. Noticing this is a moment of mindfulness, and you can bring that friendly, non-judgmental awareness simply to escorting your attention back to the lower half of the body. As you next breathe out, allowing the awareness to move a little more freely, from the lower half of the body up through the pelvis, the lower back, allowing the awareness to explore right up the back, as quickly or slowly as feels right for you. The sacrum, the small of the back, the ribs, the shoulder blades, and over the top of the shoulders too. In your own time, moving the awareness up the back, down the torso, down the front of the body. However it is okay. However it is, it's possible to accept this, to hold this in your awareness, and simply to receive the sensations that you find in the torso, at the surface and deep inside. And now expanding the attention again to include the whole of the body again. Lying here or sitting here, from the feet, the legs, the back, the torso, and the parts of the body we haven't brought awareness to yet. The shoulders, the arms, the hands, the neck, the face, and the head. By doing this practice, you're taking an active step to bring health and well-being to your body and mind. And it's worth considering that as you do this, you're not doing it alone. All of us doing this practice now have a shared or at least overlapping intention to connect with the peace that is always already here, like the blue sky behind the clouds. So lying here and receiving the sensations of the whole body, a wide beam of attention. Whatever thoughts and feelings may be here, just tuning into the sensations. If a thought feels particularly important, you can reassure it I'll come back to you. But for now, I'm with sensation. And then for a moment, not directing the attention at all, letting go of any attempt to bring awareness to a particular place. No effort, no control. For a moment, simply let your awareness go wherever it will. Complete openness, complete lack of direction. Simply letting be for a moment. As we bring this practice to a close, see if it's possible to bring some of these same qualities to the next few moments of your day. An awareness, a friendliness, lack of judgment. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me for that practice. I'll be here at the same time tomorrow with some smoother technology, I hope. In the meantime, I'd like to remind you that it's always possible to drop into the sensations of the body. Whatever thoughts, worries, whatever news might be around, the body is always here, and we can always bring awareness to the sensations as a sort of anchor, a way of grounding. I hope to see you again soon, and above all, especially at this time, wishing you well. Thank you.